And we're cousin. How are you? It's good to have you here today. Welcome to the channel where we are discussing everything about metabolic syndrome, diabetes reversal, giving you support, allowing you to join a support group, and enlightening each other in the journey of life. Karibu sana. Today I wanted us to discuss millets and amaranth. And I just wanted to use millets and amaranth to reverse diabetes. For those who may not know, millet is an ancient grain. It's a grain that its origin is in Africa. Like in Kenya, there was a time where like the generations before, the generation that was born in the 1900 to 1950, that generation was heavy on eating millets. It was their main grain. And then times changed, so you'll find the generation that was born in the 1970s and the 1980s, they started using rice and wheat as their normal grains. And then millets all of a sudden were forgotten. And many people, like in the Kenyan context, I'm a Kenyan, most of the people in the Kenyan context use millet for porridge, and it is only given to children. Adults don't use it, or they don't take that porridge. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to use millets to reverse diabetes. I'm a lifestyle medicine specialist and a Kenyan biochemist. I've been practicing lifestyle medicine for the last 5 years. I specialize with reversal of diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. So what I tell you is what has worked for my patients, and it's also what has worked for me. If you've checked my previous video, you've known that I was also diagnosed with prediabetes at some point in my life, and I reversed it. And I hope this knowledge is beneficial for you. And if it is, consider clicking the like button, sharing the knowledge with a friend, and giving me your feedback. You know millets. How does millets in your community? Do you have millets in your country? Is it something that would add value to you? Comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. We have a user guide for millets, how to mix millets and how to go about everything else about millet. And if you would like it, just send me a message in the comment section. Comment user guide in the comment section, and let us add value to each other. As I mentioned, that millet is an ancient grain. There are different types of millets. The most common type of millet in Kenya is finger millet. But we also have some other types of millet. In Kenya, we have black millet. Black millet is finger millet, but now it's black in color. We do have great millet. Great millet is also what is called sorghum. We do have foxtail millet. Those people in Kenya will call foxtail millet mukombi. We also have barnyard millet. We have brown millet. We have condom millet. We have little millet. Then for great millet, which is also sorghum, we do have the black variety, that is black sorghum. We do have white sorghum, and we do have the brown sorghum. Then amaranth. We also use amaranth in reversal of diabetes, although amaranth is not a type of millet. Amaranth is on its own. We do have the black variety, it's called black amaranth, and we do have the white amaranth. Okay? So we use a combination of those two, and we also add chia seeds sometime, though it is not mandatory. Then we also have another type of millet that we use that is called pearl millet. So we use a combination of foxtail millet, corn millet, barnyard millet, brown top millet, little millet. We also use pearl millet, white amaranth, chia seeds, and we also use black millet, black sorghum, and black amaranth to reverse diabetes. So first we ask ourselves, even before we go to how we combine them and how they are used, why use millets, amaranth, and chia seeds? Number one, and it is the main reason why I also have millet as my main source of carbohydrate in my diet, is because nutritional deficiencies are associated with metabolic syndrome. When you talk of metabolic syndrome, we are talking of conditions like obesity, we are talking of diabetes, we are talking of high blood pressure, we are talking of cholesterol or lipid profile imbalance, where your HDL or the good cholesterol is very low and your LDL is very high. And although it is not considered part of metabolic syndrome, but from my experience, metabolic health derangements, not metabolic but mental health issues, are highly tied to metabolic health issues. And nutritional deficiencies, as I have said, are a key. It is something that you will see in almost everyone who has a metabolic issue. There's some nutrients which will be deficient in that person. One will be magnesium, two will be zinc, and the B complex. The B1, the B2, the B3, the B6, and also the B12. Millets, amaranth, and chia seeds have a rich nutrient profile of magnesium, zinc, and the B complex. Sometimes you will read research books and they'll tell you like everybody you meet is going to be magnesium deficient. As much as magnesium is in so many of the foods that we eat, but you discover that we are deficient of magnesium because the dietary requirements, the dietary supply does not always match the dietary supply. So I would encourage you to take millets, because millets, amaranth, and chia seeds, when you combine them, they're very rich in magnesium, very rich in zinc, very rich in the B complex. So if you're struggling with weight management, if you're struggling with obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, consider millets because of the nutritional profile. And specifically, the nutrients that tend to be at low levels in people with metabolic syndrome. Then number 2 is that they are rich in fiber. Somebody who eats millets eats a high fiber diet compared to somebody who eats white rice. And you know, in Africa, it's almost like we all tend to eat white rice. It's like brown rice is only left to some populations of people who are sick. Almost everyone is eating white rice. But if you decide to change your diet and you be taking millets in your diet, you will discover that you will have a high fiber rich diet. So 2 things happen when you eat high fiber diet. Number 1, you feel full for long. Your satiety levels are high. You only need to eat little for you to feel full, and that level of fullness will go for long. What does that mean? It means you'll not have issues with managing your weight. When you have no issues controlling your weight, it will mean that you'll be able to regulate metabolic syndrome. Some cancers will not get you. Diabetes will not get you. High blood pressure will not be close to you. And then number 2, a high fiber diet helps with the gut microbiome. We say that when the microorganisms in your digestive tract are happy, you will also be happy. A diet that is high in fiber is a diet where the individual will have fixed their gut microbiome and they're not going to suffer the consequences either of lack of diversity or having a low quantity or low number of the gut microorganisms. So fiber, number 2, is one of the advantages of using millet in the diabetes reversal journey. Then number 3, the reason why you should take millet is because of the antioxidants. Oxidative stress is one of the leading causes of metabolic syndrome. So I know you have come across people who are very thin. You may call them slender. They have a very normal BMI and they're diagnosed with diabetes. It's because besides weight, oxidative stress, emotional stress, and trauma are also other factors that lead to metabolic syndrome. I just shared my story, and if you can check that video of how I was diagnosed with type 2 pre-diabetes when I was at a BMI of 22.4. So oxidative stress and trauma are 2 things that will lead to metabolic health issues. And oxidative stress is a state where your body is producing ROS, or reactive oxygen species, and this is affecting your mitochondria. It's affecting the functioning of your ribosomes. It's affecting your body at the cellular level. It's what we call oxidative stress. And the way to fight oxidative stress is to take a diet with high number of antioxidants. There are several, all antioxidants are not equal. We have the antioxidants in plants. We call them the biophotons. The color that you see in the plant, those are antioxidants. Then we have vitamin E, we have vitamin C, we have glutathione and omega-3, which are very powerful antioxidants, and they help in fighting off ROS, which means they reduce the oxidative stress in your body. Let's come to millets. The different colors in the millets are powerful antioxidants, especially the black color. So when I talk of black millet, black amaranth, black sorghum, that color black is a potent antioxidant that has a very difficult name. I'm going to write it in the descriptions section. And that black color helps in fighting ROS, so keeping the level of oxidative stress in your body low. The color in brown sorghum, in foxtail millet, in finger millet, it's also another very powerful antioxidant. And that antioxidant goes into fighting ROS in your body. Omega-3s in palm millet, omega-3s in chia seeds, these also help in reducing oxidative stress in the body. So you will find that the only two potent antioxidants that you'll not find in millets will be vitamin C and glutathione. But when you take a diet that is high in millets, you have a wide range of antioxidants to help fight oxidative stress in your body. Okay? Now, the third reason why I encourage you to take millet, and especially amaranth, not so for millets but amaranth, is because of the high protein content. You know, the degree of your muscle mass will determine how well you age, will determine your metabolic health. When you have a high muscular mass, the muscles in your body are able to suck glucose, and all the work of reducing glucose in your bloodstream is not left to your pancreas. The higher the muscular mass, the higher the metabolic efficiency. How do you build muscles? It's proteins that build muscles. So if you have a diet that is deficient of proteins or has got low proteins, you will have a low muscular mass. You will have issues with metabolic health. And protein, and amaranth has got a very high content of protein. It's only amaranth and moringa which has plant sources which have got very high protein sources. So when you take amaranth, you're increasing your protein intake every day. Every day. Meaning you're making it easier for your body to build muscles every day. And when your body builds muscles, you become better at the metabolism of glucose. There are many other benefits of millets and amaranth, like it doesn't have wheat. You know, wheat destroys the pancreas. It doesn't have gluten. You know, the gluten protein, it destroys the pancreas. And when your pancreas is not efficient, it will not produce insulin in an efficient manner. That means you'll have glucose metabolism issues. Millets do not have that. There are other ecological benefits, like millets take very little water to grow. Millets are highly available, and they are not processed foods. I have not come across a company that is processing millets, although I'm sure that is going to come soon. Yes, so we use millets in reversal of diabetes. So when we are changing the diet for a client, we advise them to remove wheat, to remove rice, and to reduce the maize that they're using in their diet, and adopt wheat. Actually, and adopt millet. Actually, initially in my practice, I used to tell clients to remove all the grains from their diet apart from millet. Okay, so sometimes we don't advise to remove all, because like in the Kenyan context, people are attached to maize. Maize is a staple food in Kenya, and when you are changing someone's lifestyle, you also consider the culture. So you cannot totally change someone's culture in the name of getting health. You look at how health will fit into the culture, not the other way around. So nowadays we don't tell people to remove them entirely, but if you can find millet, how to make millet part of your diet, it's going to benefit you a lot. So the next video that I'm going to do, I'll show you how we mix all the millets. I've told you there are many of them. There's black millet, the black sorghum, there is the black amaranth, there's the chia seeds, the palm millet, the white amaranth, the foxtail millet, the condom millet, the little millet, barnyard millet, and brown top millet. So I'll show you how we use millets, like how to the ABCDs of how to go about these millets and how to formulate them so that you have got different formulas, and how to use them actually in reversal of type 2 diabetes. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Like, consider subscribing, and please tell me in the comment section, do you have millets in your country? How do you use millets in your country? Is it a food for the poor people, or is it food for those who are enlightened? Let me know yours. It's a goodbye for now.